Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Urban Barbarian or Dan Panosian. So I found this artist first via this specific piece, and I think it was on Pinterest, and it has like that James Bond kind of vibe. This specific poster anyway, and I liked it, and also the way it's inked, it looks so rough, or maybe rough is not the word, it's just crunchy to look at. There are artists who kind of remind me a little bit of Dan Panosian, maybe Matteo Mestre something. He's the guy who did the book Framed Ink, and I think a big reason why I thought of that guy is because with Dan's work, you can often see like this it's like a flat brush. Basically, one side is thin, one side is thick, and I often see that like these thick strokes in Panosian's work. So I think it's Marcos Matteo Mestre something, and also maybe another guy named Sean Murphy something. I think I reviewed both of these people's work in the Art Review series, but I mean, even the background, look at the background here. It's so like quickly done. I mean, it's gonna be obviously more sketchy as something goes further back, because it's not the main thing anyway. But it's kind of a way of blurring the background without using a blur tool. Because if you use like a blur tool effect, it's gonna look weak as hell. I do like this style of being able to push things back by just lowering like the intensity of detail, and you can create this hierarchy immediately, like everything in the front, this girl, this guy, this profile maybe of this guy, who knows. It's definitely a lot more clear, a lot more clean, and then as you go further back, it's a little more wonky, more sketchy. And you know, with this piece, look at the line weights being used. Like some lines are thin, thick. Like it's so organic to look at, and it feels manually done or less mechanical. Because there are people who do like inks, whether it's like manga or comics, where they're I mean, it's great, it's clean, but it's so robotic sometimes. A Panosian, I think that's how you say Panosian, is sort of in the other end, where their inking is so freaking natural, and I think for most of their work they also participate in the coloring process, so I think that's pretty cool to see. Now, some of these images, by the way, they're kind of blurred. I think it's because when you post stuff on Instagram, it just compresses the images, but it's good enough to kind of observe. And yeah, not sure where she's from. But again, it's the inking for me. Definitely a lot more, or a lot thicker strokes compared to other artists who do ink, and I like it. It's not it can make things look cartoony sometimes, but if you're a pro like Panosian, I think it doesn't make it look cartoony. I think there's an art. Now this one is a bit different. It does look a lot more mechanical, but first of all, it's Iron Man, so no shit. But I think you can tell by the ink work. This one, well, to be fair, wait, even if the subject is mechanical, you can still make it look something like this. You can make it look a little more rough, but I'm guessing per comic they sort of change the way they do things. So it's like project based, basically, their style. But it's so cool. You can still see like the bigger strokes here, right? And I feel like they can I think we have some pieces here, some images where they're sketching with some markers, like traditionally. And I think they're influenced a lot. I think they do a bulk of their work traditionally, and then they do their coloring via Photoshop or something. Some pages here, some snapshots. I think we have a colored piece, or a colored version of this specific piece. To me, it's so impressive if you can like tell stories kind of like this, like imagining not just the person, but entire scenes of people, and then creating pages and pages of that. I think a good guide or marker for your dominance is can you tell a story without using words? Like, do your pages, does it flow even without having like call outs? To me, that's so freaking challenging. Like, I can't even think about doing that myself. So whenever I see, you know, whether it's comics, manga, or webtoons, whatever, sequential art, I'm just naturally automatically impressed. I think these are some pages are, or some of the images I've seen, I think they did the inks digitally as well. But you know, they can go back and forth. Regardless, it always has like that organic touch, which I do like. Sometimes I'll add some pencils to add some like gray values. I think it's Wolverine in Japan. I think there was a movie on this. This one was done digitally, I think. But again, they're not afraid to show these thicker hatch lines. It's like it's almost like a lightning bolt, right? I like the arm. Pretty cool. Look at this. I mean, if we just focus on this part, can you imagine doing this? It's so impressive. And I like how, because in manga or doujin, sometimes they will employ 3D models. It's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm not shaming people who do this, but it's still different if you can do it, even if it's kind of wonky in some parts. Like it's clearly stylized. It has its charm if you do things this way. Even if the proportions may be a bit off, to me, there's something about the ballsiness of it that's cool. It reminds me of another artist named Greg Ticini, especially the LOW series. If you look at the world building and those in that kind of world, manually done, it feels very organic, and like I can dive into the world a lot easier or easily if there's already like a baseline level of imagination being used. Because if it's all accurate or fully like super tight, super accurate, it's kind of like my imagination is not being turned on. With a style like this, I feel like I'm gonna be more engaged somehow. Click. I think this is on paper. It looks like they're using some kind of marker. And I do like this felt tip pen look where it kind of becomes dry in the middle, where it's not going to be as opaque. I do like it. Kind of hot. It reminds me of another artist. It starts, their name starts with A something. They do a lot of oils and inks. I think I did review this artist in the past. Andrew something, maybe not Andrew, but they do oil paintings. They mainly focus on like robots and girls. And if it's not oil painting, they'll do like inks with like a calligraphy pen of some kind. It's like A, first name starts with A, and then the second name starts with F, or last name starts with F. I forgot. I'm getting mad right now. I think it's something like that. It's A something. I mean, look at this. I think it's Deadpool. Look at these girls. Like, they have a way of drawing women too that's kind of vintage-esque. And I do like it. I'm very fascinated by the figures or the style of the golden age of illustration here in the US, where it's so, because before photography was like super normalized, there was a time when illustration was like the big guy, right? So the amount of artwork being used in like commercial art, pretty much in any sort of place, that environment created like super aggressive, amazing art. And the women, the way they were drawn is like freaking, just think Andrew Loomis, you know, those types of like model-esque, or artists like McGuinness something. Anyway. It has like a, I tried to think of a word, like retro, like the hair is a bit kind of like, it's like not of my generation, it's of my dad's generation, where the hair is a bit thicker, more wavy. Is it 70s? I don't even know what, or 80s, I don't know. So I think we have a fuller version of this specific piece, so we'll, oh, but look at those teeth. Wait, this style reminds me a little bit of a Ramon Nunez, like the way he draws faces. It's kind of similar. Oh, I'm loving the halftones. And look at the coloring. It has some brush variety, pretty cool. And the inks, do they not? And look at the hatching. It doesn't follow like one direction. Sometimes it kind of focuses on a point. Right? It goes here, it goes here, it goes here, it goes here, and then it goes. You know what I mean? Like it's again, there's something dynamic about it. Even this hand, look at how crazy that hand looks. I mean, it's a hand. It's not like super crazy, but the way it was like hatched, the richness of the inks, it's so like hot. And the halftones, insane. Yeah. Wow. And the cars look nice. Are these hyenas? I think that's supposed to be Harlequin. I love the insides of the mouth. Very organic looking. And again, the inks, it's just like you can see some focus in, like it's gonna be thick in some areas. You can tell it's like flatter on one side, and then some lines are more like thin and circular. It just makes your inks look so, like even without the colors or flats underneath, it already looks rich. Yeah, this one's a bit too blurry, but I like the inks. And look at that face, the hairstyle. It reminds me of that generation of style. The hair having a bit more volume, having a little more wave. I need a proper like name for that timeline, but oh, again the hatching. I am back. Sorry, my laptop froze again for the nth time. Jesus, I'm gonna have to make a cut somewhere. Anyway, I was saying how it's only just one panel, and I feel like it's just a small sort of thing, but the amount of care that's given to it. I mean, maybe there's such a pro, or they're super experienced that this only took like a second or something. But to me, it's pretty to look at. Like the way it's inked, like my eyes, it's visually stimulating to my eyes. Wolverine, I think. Some graphite maybe for the grayscale shadows. Oh, pretty cool. I mean, scenes like this, that's the thing about like sequential art. You have to do kind of everything. You have to draw everything. So, and on top of that, the baseline is like the storytelling. You have to be able to lead your audience into some kind of narrative. So that's the larger skill. So drawing scenes like this isn't even like the biggest thing. So it's just, even the way these pants are rendered in ink, some halftones for the base, like, oh my god. I think it's Conan the Barbarian. Oh, I think we saw this chick earlier, but in, you know, without the colors. Pretty cool. Oh wow, some flight attendants, perhaps the pilots in the back. right? And also knowing how to draw people small. Not everything is like a portrait like this, where you can see where you can see like the facial features, and it's going to be rich in inks or line work. Sometimes it's like this. How can you draw a full figure from afar? We're doing it. Pretty cool. I think it's Conan again with a redhead blonde-ish person. Oh my, are those seashells? I think they are. I think they're in a ship. Interesting, the inks have like a reddish tint to it. I'm guessing they added like a filter to it. Because if it's all black, sometimes it's a bit much. I think when you draw, whether traditionally or because you can mimic this digitally as well, some of your strokes will have like more transparency in the middle of your stroke, which means it's not going to be as black. It's going to be more gray. If you add a filter, it's obviously gonna affect the more grayish, less black parts. And when you do that, it can create this sort of effect, which kind of helps it blend more into. Let's say you have colors underneath. It's gonna help your inks blend, I guess, a little more with your colors. And I think a red is like a good color for that. Like in matches skin a lot better than other colors. And the figure, I mean, right? We have Zaddy over here, right? Then we have Mommy. Oh shit! Ooh la la. Again with the shadows. Look, it reeks of confidence. Like it's disgustingly confident. We have like a devil chick here. It's on his arm, right? So we have the devil's opinion, and then on the other side we have the angel's opinion. I mean, there's something about the face that again, I'm thinking of that time in history where everyone seemed hot. I don't know. I'll say this during Clint Eastwood's time when he was young. I'm not sure when that was, but there's something about it that it's very like cougar-y, You got some demons falling. Again, the inks, perfect. I mean, right, we're very focused into just one spot, but look at the ink work in this like branch or whatever. It's so diverse. The hatch lines, the more circular strokes, it's so diverse in hatch like direction, in line thickness. I mean, I think I saw a post of his where he mentioned how he was a fan of Charles Dana Gibson, which I'm also a fan of. So maybe you can kind of see that in his work. Basically, it's a lot of hatch lines, but they look more organic. They go around the form a little more, and it's not primarily focused on, or it's not just about contour lines. It's about shaping your subject via. It's almost like you're painting with inks, right? Instead of drawing the nose like with the contours, you kind of suggest the shape of it with the lighting, and you do that. And to do that in inks, you do that via hatching in very like organic ways. Hopefully you get it. Oh, cowgirl. I mean, I think we have a colored version of this guy, so we may see that later on. Oh, here it is. Look at that. And again, I think he does most of his colors as well. And I like how it doesn't fight with the inks. Like, they allow the inks to shine through. Cool. The Batman ish. Like this is, it's such a classic pose. Again, maybe in the golden age of illustration where you have this woman kind of like it's a damsel in distress kind of moment. Yeah, I think this guy, Panosian guy, is also old or of that time. I don't even know anymore, but maybe that's why he draws this way. Like he's sort of a, or artists who draw this way, they're sort of a capsule of their time. So you can see it in their artwork. Are those dreadlocks? Oh, she's hot. Is that me? He kind of looks like Kevin from Ben 10. I mean, look at this. Even the, I mean, it's a freaking hand. But look at the, like my eyes just feel pleasured, filled up. What? Right? Look at that. The storytelling, the beautiful ink work. It's... We have Spider-Man. I am back, so my laptop lagged again. Jesus, mother of God. So if you hear a cut, my bad. Anyway. We have a lot more. I think this was done manually with some markers. Because you can tell it's kind of bleeding into the paper a little bit. You know, this would be a great exercise. Can you draw like a scene? Whether from reference or imagination with just this sort of technique. I think you will learn a lot in terms of inking this way. Look at how despite all of the lines, you can still feel that this guy who's playing this guitar is still a lot closer to you. The thickness, the concentration of the blacks in this area, it's basically one like shape. Thickening this part a little bit, right, to separate it from the background. Adding more intense concentration of lines. Yeah. Wolverine. I do think we see like a full colored version of this. Do you see how it's not fully black? There's some like streaks of gray in the middle. And I think once they bring that into Photoshop or something and they add the filter, it'll become like maybe red or whatever. And it's gonna create that, because again, they can increase it to the point where it becomes black, but I think it's gonna do too much. You don't want it to be, you don't want every single stroke here to be black, because I think it's doing too much. So in a way, it's not just like line weight variety, it's line or value. There's a little bit of value variety. Some areas are going to be fully black, some are going to become a little more gray. And I think that sort of imperfect look where not everything is fully black, it creates that more organic, natural look. You have like a boxing match here, some fireworks in the back maybe, or camera flashes. Ooh. Oh wow. So we have Chad here, we have Tyrone, we have Stacy. Everyone looks hot. It's so freaking over. I like the car. It's nice. Right, simple scenes like this, it can seem simple, but if you do it yourself, you're gonna like cry. Right? And also knowing which scene to show. That's why I also respect storyboard artists, like, because they know which shot is appropriate for that moment. And you know, this is something that, again, comic people or manga folks, the doujin folks as well, or webtoons people too. So it's just one other skill that they need to have. Again, they have a way of drawing girls that just, they're so like, is it raunchy the word? Like, meow. Oh, this is the colored version. Look at that. Wait, the inks here, I think they made it blacker. It's not like red. Well, it does fade out a bit in some parts, but is that Storm? I think it is. Oh my god! Look! Oh, no line art, no contour line here. It's implied via negative space. Same thing here. Same thing here. Oof. Same thing. Ooh. Oh my god, look at how... Like, it's over. It's over. Oh, we have like a stamp brush. I don't think these are manually done. I think you have like a specific custom brush for that. But it's supplementary to these more organically, naturally done lines. So it's... Like sometimes you have artwork, like even though the concept itself is simple, like the subject, the scene, because of the way it's drawn, rendered, inked, painted, it's just like you can't help but linger a little more in that like shot. Some boxing gloves. Maybe it's a sign that, you know, they're hanging it up, maybe they're quitting or just taking a break, who knows. Oh, not well, it's a bit heavy in the inks, but it's done smaller, like it's a small drawing. Look at the way it's colored, not much texture, basically flats with some shadow. Look at how they can quickly suggest the rib cage, how it kind of dips down and then goes into the belly. Very simple, but simple shot of this hand, but look at how good that looks. Wait, I think these are the colors manually done, or if it's like a custom brush. It has a very coffee sepia kind of vibe. So it's like squishing some kind of sponge. Maybe it's trying to clean something. Who knows? Man, oh, I think it's like a watercolor brush, a wash, ink with wash. Same thing here. Oh. Oh yeah, we saw a black and white version or an ink version of this. Look at that. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Pretty cool. Gotta get some pizza. Right? Pow, pow, pow. Imagine thinking of all of these scenes and then having to ink them and color, or pencil them and then ink them and then color them. And thinking of the dialogue. I mean, it's not like you do it all, but there are artists who do it all. And if you can, if you're one of those, you know, kudos to you. You know, I am seeing this style a bit more often where there are inks, but they'll add like extra values with pencil as like a mid-tone. Ooh. Panosian. Do you see how the colors kind of wash into each, like it's blue here, red here, it kind of blends slowly, kind of like a wash, like a typical watercolor wash. Oh wow. I believe this was it's one of those convention sketches that they were requested to do. I think if I read the caption right, it was his first time getting a Frankenstein request. I think you pay for these sketches. So look at that. Well, there was a recent movie that came out, I think, on Netflix regarding Frankenstein. So, Again, for the midtones, pencil. Oh, it's a good look. It's a good look. It's Batman and what, Catwoman maybe? You know what, how the face is drawn here reminds me of another artist named Otto Schmidt. Like the side profile here. Whenever Otto draws girls, they kind of look like this. Especially in the side profile. Where the mouth and nose, they're a little more protruded. I actually enjoyed seeing that style. Batman. Oh, wow. Very fashion-esque. What this? Ooh. You know, I like how it's not just flat, like it actually sticks out a little bit. Like, you know, you want to show some belly in there, right? Like, to me, it just signifies health. I've seen this girl a lot. I think her name is Tank Girl. Hopefully I'm right. I'm not sure if she has like a power or something, but I've seen her a lot in the comic spaces. I do like the vibe. Is that a pacifier? No way. Okay. This one kind of blue. Oh, look at that. Look at the core shadow. And how they achieve that. But look at how it goes very thick to very thin. And forget the girl. Look at the environment. Jesus. Oh, even the skull. Like everything is just. Like it feels quickly done, but it's not sketchy. I mean, it is kinda, but like it's still clear. Because when I do sketchy artwork, it's like I don't even know what I'm drawing, or I may have had the intention, but in the end it looks so pathetic. But here it seems clear. There's sort of a looseness to it. Oh, I think it's Deadpool. Right. Look at those inks. So pretty. Oh my. Look at that. The cross hatching. Look at how thick these strokes are, how thin these strokes are, how they become thick eventually. Negative shapes. Thicker strokes here, thinner strokes in the insides. I mean, it's so varied. Even the way the eyes are drawn. I think it's an ink wash in the bag. Even this hand, oh dude. Look at how the bottom of the hand is like the thicker strokes on top, the thinner strokes. Like I feel like my eye is constantly like swayed or led. I can just jump from dark areas to dark, like from this point to this point to this point to this point, you know. Iron Fist. Oh, look at those shoulders. Look at those shoulders. Oh no, she's hot. Yeah, I think it's still ink wash. I think she's in the beach or something. Must be nice. Fashion. Nice feet. Oh, a man of culture. Some nails. Some champagne, some wine, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of nerdy. I mean, even the it's so alluring. Like it's every boy's dream, you know what I mean? Oh, look at that foreshortening of that thigh. That knee looks amazing. Again, look at this. No grayscale, no colors, just black and white. but your eyes just seem like it's having a feast. Right? Look at the inks. Oh. Fuck. And I have been seeing in their comments on Instagram how they really do enjoy. It's not just me who enjoys their inking style. Like, I think it's the guy from Captain America. Oh, he has like a red Komodo or something. Yeah. It's Wolverine riding a dinosaur or a T-Rex. And of course, it's giving a little bit of Frank Frazetta. I believe her name is Vampirella. So we have like a subhuman sub 5. We have like a Stacy. I'm using modern terms to explain this, but again, the inks with what? Graphite grace for the midtones. I mean, look at how they can draw detail without being so detailed, meaning they're not so tight with the line art, but they can suggest detail pretty well without it being like sketchy looking or too rough. Look at how that lip was rendered, pretty cool. That's Conan the Barbarian, that horse, some cavemen people. I think there was like an animation of Frank's work, Ice and Fire something. I've only seen clips, but I want to watch it because everyone saw it, so. Oh my, look, guys, look at the inks. Again, we're being bombarded by love. And when they ink, I think they're aware that they're going to use ink wash, so they're not doing everything with inks. They want to show the shadows eventually via the ink wash. Red Sonja, She Devi something. And look at the background, how it's contrasting her body. I mean, look at the amount of skulls in the back. I'm not sure if she's responsible for that, but look at the inks and the heavy blacks, the filled in areas, and then look at her body. Very strong contrast. Everything behind her is like dark, dead, and she's the only one left standing in the middle, you know, in front of all that. So it's like a demonstration of her power. Wow, feisty. Oh yeah, the fuller version. What? League of Legends? Interesting. The inks look great. Now this one you can see more of the reddish, purplish colors. So it's not fully black in terms of like the line art. Same thing here. I think it's a good look. And look at how it blends well with the colors underneath. Right? It's still purplish here. I think it's a good look. Oh. I've seen, I think it's a Frank Rosetta inspired thing. Because I've seen this like axe with the horse with the sort of helmet design from Frank's work. Look at the hatching of like below the nose, the lips. Oh, it goes around the form. Jesus. Daredevil, I think. And Elektra, I think that's her name. I've only seen like the movie. I think Ben Affleck was there. Am I wrong? Forgot. Where is this? Chinatown? Or something? Batman. Oh! Look at those inks. Epic. Even this gargoyle. Wait, let me just drink some coffee. So we have the fuller version of this guy, the Frank Frazetta inspired thing. but this time with color. Oh, and look at how some of those lines have a bit of red in them. If everything was just black, even the thinner lines, it's not bad. But I think, again, having a bit of like one hue, it kind of helps it, again, blend with the colors. I'm not even sure how they colored this piece. Was it done digitally? I do see lots of noise. Watercolor maybe? I don't know. Airbrush? Damn, it's so like sexy. Wow. Red Sonja. I want to be the horse. What? Wait, are they using a brush to do their inks? Maybe, who knows? Ooh. I do think it's a marker or some kind of calligraphy pen. You tell me. Yeehaw! I think it's a cowgirl or something. That horse looks nice. I mean her as well, but it's giving a bit of Frank Frazetta. Oh, look at how deep these blacks are. Compared to his other work, there's not much of this where it's like fully black, like one shape almost. But I do like how they still employ the hatching beyond the black filled in areas. Like here, over here. I think it's Tarzan maybe? Who knows? And the colors, look at how it's like reddish here, it's green here. Like it has a wash like effect, how it kind of flows into each other. Again, I'm gonna mention the LOW by Greg Ticini. I think he did the colors as well, I'm not sure. But the way that whole series was colored, the colors just seem to flow naturally in some way. It's him again. Nice hand. Forearm muscles. Oh, to indicate snow, they used like a splatter brush. Super smart. That red in the eyes and for the tip of the axe, very nice touch. And it's almost like it has that toned paper look, so they can bring out the highlights and a bit of snow a little more. Ooh, me likey. It's Catwoman, perhaps. I think so. Look at those. Look at the body. She kind of walks like, well, a cat, but also that girl from Avatar, Varang something. So freaking alluring. Conan again. Oh, look at those pecs. Nice abs. Oh, inks and then with wash. I think. If your demons won't let you go, put them to work. This could be like a part of their comic or like a singular piece. Regardless, it's a good piece. Look at the look at the inks. It's so pretty. From the skull to the crow. It looks nice. And that background base, instead of it being like a flat shape, I think doing it manually this way where you can still see some whites in between. In between those like streaks, I think it's a good look. Because it kind of fits the way it's already inked to begin with. If it's just all one shape, let's say you use like a lasso fill for it, I don't know, it kind of takes away from the rawness of the inks. Death wears the same smile for the king and the beggar. Oh, I'm glad someone is happy. Batman. Oh my. Are you not enjoying the ink work here? It's like this is art. Oh, so sketch or the ink with some ink wash. But you still see the ink wash in the final version. And then they add the colors after. Oh. Wait, who the hell is this? He's holding another mask. Nice arm. Look at that bit of wrinkle. Wow, he's kind of buff. Look at the background. Damn. Even the smoke was inked well. Jeez. Freak. Lord. And look at the ink work. Look at how it's a bit sepia coffee-esque. Like in some parts of the line work. And it helps blend with the colors underneath. I think they're using like a soft brush for some parts. It has a bit of that airbrush kind of look a little bit. I mean, oh my dude. This could be a solid poster. That's you're losing motivation. Just look at the poster like this. And you're like, you're back to work. I mean, look, oh. Fuck. So pretty. Conan the Barbarian. I think as much as the ink work is cool, we need to credit like the coloring as well. I think he did it. Not sure who, but the coloring is the volume is illustrated, not just via the ink. So I'll say that. And I think it's even more noticeable with the face. I mean, there are still some inks there, but the way it's painted or rendered underneath, it's doing a lot more work than usual. Same thing here. Wait, is that rain or veins? No, I think they're just veins. Or scars maybe? Ooh. Oh my, it's so epic. My god. Wait, she kind of looks like Angelina Jolie a little bit. Superman? I'm guessing this is the lowest lane. Oh. Oh, fuller version. Now the way it's painted, it is a little more enhanced. It has that classic golden age kind of style. Oh, like where everyone's a Stacy and a Chad. I like it. And they're kind of pushing it because sometimes if you render it too much, it kind of makes the inks not necessary. But I think they found like a nice, nice fried egg, nice balance where the inks are still present and it's working well with the way it's being rendered. At the buildings, the brickwork, I think it's supposed to be Darkwing. I actually thought it was like Spider-Man, just because the web looking lines, but I think his name is Darkwing. I believe he's like an apprentice of Batman. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't read comics. Oh, I think the context for this piece, because I remember reading it in their caption. This was the original, but this is the final version. Notice the mouth is a bit different. I think when he drew this, he thought that Batman, I think it's a cover, right? He thought Batman was a bit older, but he had to make adjustments in the final piece to make him a little younger. That's my recollection anyway. But look at that. Oh my freaking god. Crazy. I think it's Doom. Oh shit, is that Captain America's shield? Wait, what? Are they in the same universe? Isn't Doom the guy in... I think his name is Doom, I forgot. He's the guy from Fantastic Four? Or maybe it's a similar looking guy. You tell me. Again, look at the inks with the halftones. It's a... Yeah, I think I haven't been mentioning the halftones too much, but they do help in their own way. Oh, look at the blood. Crazy. Again, just black and white. No grayscale. It's Catwoman with her cats. Oh my god. Like the strokes are just obvious. I mean, yeah, they're thick, but you can tell they go back and forth with it. Compared to, say, an artist kind of like Jorge Jimenez, he's a little more painterly with his ink. You could still see some of his like dashier strokes, but look, combined it with like a painterly style sometimes. Like he knows how to do that kind of thing. Oh my, I mean, like what's there to say? Except meow. Look at that. Oh my freaking lord. I mean, is this a cover? Who knows? But look at the dominance. Look at the authority. Oh, I remember seeing like an animation. I think it's a DC movie, animated movie, and there was like a scene of Catwoman dancing. I only saw a clip. I haven't seen the full movie, but it was so freaking amazing. Like, they need to do more movies with freaking Catwoman, because she has like, again, she has the authority to walk, to breathe, to speak, and to do other things. Gaomon. Holy shit. Batman. I'm guessing he's fighting someone who's way stronger. Is it Bane? Is it Superman? Who knows? Darkwing again. Or Darkwing? I think that's the name. Oh, look at... I mean, he's cool. He's great. But the environment is just as cool. Look at that. And I love how you can capture like the night vibe. But you're not... But there's some color. You see some blues, some reds. But it still feels like it's nighttime. Very cool. Thumbnail sketch. Final version. So it looks like they did this digitally. Oh my god. But again, it still has that natural kind of look to it. So it's Batman and Superman being buddies. Look at that. The city is like manually drawn. They intentionally made it smoother, or not smooth, but looser, compared to, say, the inks of, well, Batman and Superman. So it creates this automatic blur without using a blur effect. And again, look at that sort of wash look. You can see it in the sky, in the cityscape, even with Superman or Batman. It's like it becomes like it's a soft gradation. Oh, I like it. I believe this is Thor, black and white version. Look at the inks again. Look at the core shadow. That bit of cross hatching there. Oh, colored version. Thor. My name is Thor. It's Conan. Like, this is what I could be if I just locked in this 2026. I mean, I have the long hair, right? The face, I mean the eyes maybe a little bit if I'm angry, but I don't have the Giga face or Chad kind of vibe. Maybe it's a study or Frank? I don't know. But I think it's Conan. Ink work, black and white only, and then a version with the ink wash for the midtones or mid value. Wow, look at how much. I mean, it's okay now, but just by adding the grays, it looks even better. Like there's more volume. Ooh. Convention sketch, I think. Last Boy. I think it's supposed to be Peter Pan. I don't know. Because it's Peter Pan is the lost boy, right? Or last, or I don't know. Panosian 2025. We have some mermaids here. Being shocked. Wait, is his arm off? The hell? We have Yatwa. Holy shit, we're gonna go into an hour? Wait. Well, we're already here, so there you go. The colored version. Oh, it's just red. Very red. The markings, some white markings. Wait, Predator kills the Marvel Universe. It kind of looks like a web. So, does he kill Spider-Man? Maybe. A World to Come. I think it's a Black Panther sketch. Or it's the ink version and then the colored version. Interesting, they removed like the horns. Black, red, and blue. I forgot her name. Frost something? Emma Frost, maybe? Oh, wait. Look at her. Wait, not just her skin, but you can see like these streaks. Is that like a manually done texture? Or it's like the photo texture? I do like it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hello. The Punisher. Look at Wolverine. He's so freaking thick. Oh, dude. So dominant. Peak masculinity. Oh my god. More Punisher stuff. Oh, she's kind of cute. I need to focus, lock in. Again with the inks. I think it's supposed to be Batman. Oh wow. With some nice freaking bats. And again, look at the coloring style. It's like an airbrush effect where the colors just seem to blend into each other. Even their signature looks nice. And it's readable, which I do like. Punisher, the ink version. Oh my, what happened to his face? Hopefully it heals. It looks kind of scary. Maybe that's the intention. Oh my, look at those arms in that like Gatling gun. It's giving a bit of like Predator vibes. You know, the first film with like Arnold. Like roided out masculinity. I'm trying to mimic the minigun or the Gatling gun. Oh wait, who's this? I think it's Wolverine and Emma Frost in the back, or some kind of hot blonde. I like the gloves. Oh, look at the style. It's like painted or done in toned paper ish. And then they're making space to add like these white highlights for the snow, and for the highlights for in the top of her nose, top of her lips. Oh, it's such a good look. Her eyes are so freaking like gentle. Well, they're kind of dead, which makes it hot. Oh, look at Batman again. I think we're almost done. We have like so many photos down. Oh, the colored version. Oh yeah, I think this is the post where he mentioned how I think it's his book. He wrote this. It's Alice something. But I think he also did the cover. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, he mentioned how he's a fan of Charles Dana Gibson. And I think you can definitely see it with this face, especially for this guy. Like, look at how they're sculpting the face, not via just the edge of the nose, but they're sculpting via hatch lines, right? It's a very different way of inking. It's almost like you're painting with hatch lines or inks. Batwoman. Studies, Batman again. Oh my god. Superman. Catwoman again. Yeah, they tend to draw the lips kind of thick too. Very luscious lips. Mwah. Okay, so we'll end with this because it's the piece that sort of got me into their work. So it's Operation something Redacted by John Davis and Dan Panosian. Born Productions are pretty cool. So yeah, I will link their page again in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one. It's so hot.